It's been a while since I've done a Sunscreen Saturday, although this is posting on Friday. Just because it's fall, winter, doesn't mean we shouldn't be protecting our skin, because UVA, the aging rays, and the burning rays, but the aging rays are out all the time, and we're all about anti-aging, right? So just in the past couple of weeks, 2 new sunscreens. I want to give them a try. Today we're doing OneSkin. I have never tried this. I did open it yesterday and put it on my hand, but haven't put it on my face yet. I did receive this in PR, and there is some science I want to read to you about this product. So what we're going to do is put it on the face, then I'll read to you about this product, and then we'll go ahead and put on foundation, which is what I normally do to see how they work together. I usually do the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation, but that color is a little too warm for me, and I thought I would try the Rose Ink. So this color is the cool color. I think it's 12C, and I actually put this back in the box. I was going to return it. I have another color, but it's a little too light, but I thought maybe they'd have a better color to mix this with. And the other day, yesterday, I put this on without mixing it. I thought, well, maybe it's not a bad color. So we're going to play with this one instead of the Reboot. This is 100% zinc. It's non-nano zinc. And if you haven't been here before, in order to get the SPF that is on the label, and in this case it's 30 SPF broad spectrum, you'll need 2 millimeter per centimeter square of surface, which is roughly a 1/4 teaspoon. So here's my 1/4 teaspoon, and we're going to fill it up. This comes in white and it comes in tinted, and I got the white. And I just will show you what this looks like in the hand, but you can see it's overfilled a little bit. I'm just going to hit it with my other hand to let it settle in. And you can see that's about 1/4 teaspoon. And this is what it looks like. It's not really as big as it looks. Let's show you this way. See, it's not as big as it looks, but now I'm sure to get the full 30 SPF. And we're just going to put it on the face, you guys. I did look at the ingredients, and I am going to read them to you, but I feel like there's not a lot of dimethicones in here, which that's fine with me. I don't love dimethicones. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I still have some left, but I'm just going to take some on my fingers, like yay, and work this in. And I did my skincare about 5 minutes ago. In real life, I really want to get my sunscreen on right away while I'm still in the bathroom, but I don't do it immediately after my skincare. So I might brush my teeth first, give it a few minutes for my skincare to set up. And sunscreen needs time to set up too before you put on your makeup. So obviously, this is something I'm thinking you need makeup with this because it's leaving a white cast. I don't know, I feel like maybe I should wait 5 minutes and see if this whiteness abates, but it's non-tinted zinc, so probably not. I'm just going to take the rest, dot it on my cheeks, which is the area I really want to protect. And I find, you guys, you know how they say when you put on your foundation, start in the center and pull out, because this is where most people need to cover? I find I swipe away. So you really want to, for me, my facial structure, this is the area that I'm concerned about. I was even thinking maybe I'd use a beauty blender with my sunscreen sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to, because your beauty blender would last exactly 10 minutes. I don't do my eyes. People have asked me before, why don't I do my eyes? I don't do my eyes because I'm very cheeky, and when I smile, see how I have a little sunscreen right here, and I smile, and it's right up here. It always gets in my eyes, which is no fun for me. And just work this in. It doesn't feel thick or gloopy, and it also doesn't feel dimethicone-y. And around the nose, it's a little iffy. And there's a little bit of pilling, so this is problematic with my skincare. If I really love it, I'll just kind of play around with it a little bit and see what it is not working with. It could be my moisturizer. And it feels actually dry already. It feels actually like I don't need to let this set up for very long. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I'm still going to wait just a few minutes. I'm going to turn off the camera and just wait for 3 more minutes, but it feels dry to the touch. It feels like it's not going to move. Like fingers, so many sunscreens you do that to and it kind of comes off. So that's nice. If you're in a hurry, this is something you might like. And if you wanted to go on with your makeup right away, I would suggest maybe not using fingers and using a beauty blender or a brush where you just kind of not stipple, but pounce on so you don't move it. I'm not going to turn off the camera. I'm going to read to you what's going on here. I got these new glasses, you guys. They are blue light. Do you see the blue? They protect your eyes, and they have kind of a bit of a yellow filter, so things look a little bit different in color, but I'll post down below what they are because I think they're kind of cute. So this is what it says. UV exposure leads to the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that are missing an electron. Like hungry scavengers, free radicals try to steal electrons from other molecules, kick-starting a process called oxidation, which alters cell membranes, proteins, lipids, and DNA. As molecules with an extra electron, antioxidants prevent oxidation and resulting tissue damage by donating their spare electron to hungry free radicals. That's why we've included 5 super antioxidants in the OS-01 shield to complement the restorative benefits of the OS-01 peptide. So, how well does our formula neutralize free radicals? Like everything else, our scientists put the question to a test in the lab utilizing a chemical probe with a stable radical that changes color when the radical is neutralized. We found that the OS-01 shield neutralizes free radicals at least 4 times more effectively than other leading anti-aging SPFs. So this I got from their website, and I just wanted to go over it. In lab studies, our scientists exposed human skin cells to UVB radiation, then immediately treated it with the OS-01 peptide. The skin that was treated with the OS-01 peptide showed a 42.5% less UV-induced, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, senescent cells than the skin that was not treated with the OS-01. This data indicates that the OS-01 peptide is capable of protecting skin cells from UV-induced aging, one of the main extrinsic aging factors. With age and UV damage, there's a significant decline in collagen levels in skin. This drop in collagen is the result of an increase in levels of enzymes that break down collagen, MMPs, as well as a decline in the rate of collagen synthesis. As a result, the skin barrier weakens and deep wrinkles form over time. This is especially true for those who have experienced sun damage. When tested on the lab on human skin exposed to UVB rays, OS-01 was able to boost collagen levels by 1. Decreasing the levels of key enzyme MMP3 that breaks down collagen. 2. Increasing the levels of the key biomarker associated with collagen biosynthesis, which is COLI1A1, and another key biomarker associated with cell proliferation, MK167. So, a lot of stuff that, okay, sounds good, a little sciencey, but that's fine. It's still pretty white, but it's not as white. And you guys, I think I've told you I've been experiencing allergies, so my nose is running a little bit. I mean, I dried it, but I just want to pat out the nose area, and we're going to go in with the rose ink. So usually I do the same foundations, so I know if there's an issue, it's not the foundation, if that makes sense. This one, I'm not sure. I've tried this with several foundations, sunscreens, and some I like better than others. And go in with fingers. I don't feel any issues. I don't feel any pulling. I really am in the market for a mineral sunscreen that is not like the Bloom Effects or let's see, there's a couple, Bloomifex, Kosas, and there was one other that's really, really goopy, for lack of a better word. They feel like they're based in oil and they take forever to dry down. And there are times when I really feel like I want to do mineral. For instance, maybe I did an acid the night before, or I've gone a little too hard on my retin A and my skin feels a little sensitive. That's when I just really want to do a mineral, and this might hit the spot for me. Isn't that interesting? I mean, I was just thinking the other day, I need to find some more minerals because what I have isn't doing it for makeup. It's doing it for going for a hike, or if my skin is feeling very, very susceptible to being dry because of the cold air. But this is different. And oh, so what do you think, by the way, of this foundation color? I think it's pretty good. I thought it was too dark for me, but I think it works. So it looks beautiful. I'm going to pull you in. And yeah, I was a little concerned because it was having issues with my skincare, but I do not see any issues at all. Golly, that is super, super pretty. So now, just for kicks, I am going to turn off the camera and do some concealer. And this is leaving a shine on my face. That's a shame. So we're going to have to powder and see how that looks. But first, let me just do brows and concealer. So this will have a moment or two to set up before we go on with anything else. Okay, back. I was really just gone for less than 2 minutes. I just did my brows, honestly, and a little bit of concealer. So I'm going on with my By Terry powder and my Wayne Goss No Longer Being Made. Best brush ever. And yeah, how disappointing is that? That he's come out with new brushes, but they're completely new. He's not going back into production on his older ones. And I do need to tone down this shine. This shine is too much. But I really like the fact that this isn't one of those goopy, takes forever to dry sunscreens. And powdered, I still have a lovely little skin-like sheen going on, but not the I'm sweating going on. The brush is not picking up anything. When something is really goopy, I look at this brush and I can see the hairs sticking together. Not the case here, so that is really nice. And I'm not feeling those pins and needles that I sometimes get when I use something that is mineral. Wow, okay. I'm super impressed, you guys. Let's go over the ingredients. There are a couple of antioxidants in here. I kind of hate to put on my glasses because I know that's going to rub off my makeup, but here we go. The first is water, and then caprylic triglyceride, methyl, blah, 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 cetyl alcohol. That's a fatty alcohol. Cocoglucides. I'm not reading everything, but there's no oils, nothing that ends in cane or cone, so I like that. Then there is shea nut extract, bisabolol, I can't really pronounce that. It's bisabolol, B-O-L-O, that's hard for me, which is actually a very nice ingredient. Allantoin, which is a very nice ingredient. Tocopherol acetate, lecithin, these are very nice ingredients. Rice starch, rice is great for the skin and often used in Japanese skincare products. Camellia leaf extract, that is green tea, antioxidant, and sunflower sprout extract. And then OS-01 peptide that has an asterisk, and I don't know what that asterisk kind of pertains to, because usually if there's an asterisk somewhere else that tells you, but it's the last ingredient. I don't know if it's the last ingredient here or not because of the asterisk. And the zinc oxide is 17.5%, which is pretty good. So for me, first try, I'm very, very pleased. I'm very, very pleased because, as I said, I had been thinking I really need a mineral that isn't goopy. Will set up, and I can put makeup on it right away if I need to, and this is that. This is not going to work for me if I just put on sunscreen and that's it. Like, I could go for a walk wearing this, but I'm gonna get the stares, you know what I mean? So makeup required for me for this one, but I think it is really elegant on the skin and works very nicely with my foundation, and it's a thumbs up for me. Sometimes I find zinc to be drying, and sometimes I get the pins and needles, but I didn't get the pins and needles, so that's a step in the right direction. So if you have very dry skin, I don't think you'll like this. If you're like me and you have skin that is on the dry side, and sometimes it peels a little bit from your retin A, but your skin isn't bone dry, I think you'll like it. I consider my skin dry because I'm not really producing all that much oil. If you're oily, I think you'll like it. If you're in the middle, I think you'll like it as well. But if you are very dry, I don't think it's for you. And you guys, that's going to wrap up Sunscreen Saturday / Friday. Let me know what you think below. I'll link everything I'm wearing, including this, below. I really, really like this. I'm so glad to have something that's not greasy in the mineral department. That's it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.